And welcome to another review from Hammy Value Tech Reviews. In this video I'll be reviewing this Tronic Battery Charger. It's for use with nickel metal hydride and nickel cadmium rechargeable batteries. It charges 6 cells and it has a rapid capacity test with LED display. This charger, I just bought it today. It just cost me £7.99 from LIdl in the UK. We'll just have a wee look around the box, around the back of the box here. And what we have is a battery charger for use with nickel metal hydride and nickel cadmium cells. Charges up to 6 rechargeable batteries simultaneously. Rapid charge test with LED display. Intelligent charge control with individual slot monitor and discharge function for consistent battery performance. Overcharge and reverse polarity protection plus fully automatic battery recognition with shut-off timer, trickle charging with delta U voltage monitoring, and I'll go on to saying I'll explain what that is. Suitable for worldwide use, blah blah blah, 100 250 volts. Operating modes: refresh function, discharge, charging and trickle charge. Current output 1000 milliamps with 1 or 2 AAAs, AA's, a C and a D rechargeable batteries. 500 milliamps with 3 to 4 of the AAAs, AA's, C and D batteries. This charges each battery individually, which is nice. It also the discharge function and the trickle charge function does not work with the 9 volt block battery, as it says there just at the very bottom there. It does not apply to the 9 volt block rechargeable battery. So without further ado, I'll just show you the charger itself. So here's the charger itself, and when you first turn it on, the all 6 lights they flash green and red, and then that's just to let you know it's on. All 6 lights correspond, each individual light corresponds to each individual battery. So I'll just show you for demonstration purposes here. I'll put in a D cell, because it takes D cells. You'll see what happens. Hopefully the green light comes on and it goes off again, right? So now it has pulsed into green and red, green and red. It's refreshing. It says here on the label that it's refreshing. So that's that. Then I can put in a, well, I can't put it, I'll put it here. I can put in a 9 volt battery, and I can charge that. It's quite a tight fit for the 9 volt batteries, but there's the 9 volt battery in. I can put in a AA. I can put in a AAA, and I can put in a C cell and have them all charging at the same time. Now obviously I've just seen one flaw here. If you're using the D cell, the 9 volt battery will not fit in between the two, so see that there as a wee flaw in the device. But there you can see there, it's what's happening there is, if I can just put this C cell back, this 9 volt battery back in. They're all saying refreshing. It's actually saying a defect for this. No, charging, sorry, for not defect. Charging for this is charging. This has went right straight to charging. The 9 volt block. These are all refreshing at the minute. They're either refreshing or they're just charging. so I'm not quite sure. It seems to do that. It's quite a smart charger. It'll discharge the battery first before it charges them. So I'll just take all the batteries out and just show you on the back what the information is on the back of this device. So on the back, it says primary in 100 to 240 volts, 60 to 50 hertz, 150 milliamps. That's okay. Secondary is 3.34 volts. 3.34 volts max. 1.2. This camera is. I might redo this on a lower setting. Or I might just continue with this. I think I'll just continue with this. So as I said there, 1 to 2 cells it'll charge at 1000 milliamps. 3 to 4 cells it'll charge at 500 milliamps. The 9-volt battery it'll charge at 30 milliamps. Sorry. So that's basically all there is to it. As I say, I'm very happy with it. The other thing I should mention is the Delta V. It's a Delta U charger. Basically, what it says here in the manual, you can see this. This battery charger controls the charging time for batteries of the types nickel cadmium and nickel metal hydride separately. This control is based on the minus delta U calculation. In mathematics, with delta differences are indicated. In this case, minus delta U means a negative voltage difference. This charge identification makes itself useful in the following effects. Should a battery be charged with a constant current, its voltage rises continuously. When a battery is full, its voltage reaches a maximum but falls again slightly with further current flow. This light fall in voltage is recognised by the charging electronics and the charge process is terminated. The battery charger automatically switches to retention charging. This means that the batteries are no longer being loaded with constant current, instead with short current pulses. This counteracts the self-discharge and the batteries are kept in a state of full charge. So that's nice to know that basically when you put a battery in, you have a bit of confidence in the charger that it will use the minus delta U. I would say not all. There might be some batteries that might not get to that minus delta U, but the majority of new batteries will, and get to the minus delta U. With it'll have a peak. Basically, once the voltage reaches a maximum, but it falls away again when the battery is full, and it'll detect that fall from the maximum, and that's when it knows, with the further current flow, it knows to then it knows to terminate the charge and go into the retention charging mode. So that's very good. I mean, if all is said and done, if it really does not cut out the battery, which is unlikely, but it could happen, it will then cut out after 15 hours with an automatic timer. By that time, your batteries will be very, very, very hot. I can imagine. It says this serves as an additional protection against overcharging should the charge termination not respond due to a possibly defective battery. So it's quite good. It's a smart charger, and nice wee manual there too. Plenty of information about it. To recap, it works. It's good. It charges 2 batteries and 1000 milliamps. It should charge them in no time at all. It says here on these batteries, it says on them 6. You can see that what's it say on it? 460 milliamps, 7 hours. So at 500 milliamps, roughly just below 7 hours for the 500 setting. And if you're charging 2, I would say it's half that time. So you're talking 2 to 3 hours to charge one of these cells. 2 of the cells, say 2 cells on the 1000 milliamp set. But keep in mind, each cell, each slot is an individual charging, as you can see there. That now has started. You do not need the 2, so it is not a dumb charger, it's a smart charger, and for that it's well worth, I think, the £7.99. I might do a further video where I do a teardown of this charger, but that's maybe for a later date. But for now, that's my review of the Tronic Battery Charger. I should say the model number. Battery charger model number is TLG 500B1. Would have been nice to get one. It would have been not perfect charger. It would have been nice to have a LCD display. I think there is other models of the Tronic range that has the LCD display, and maybe well, I'm not too sure, but it doesn't show. The bad thing about it wouldn't show current in milliamps, you know, of the batteries. That's a negative point. But as far as everybody's concerned, you know, for a handy charger that you can throw your batteries into and not have any worries, it seems good, yeah. So thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.